Fat shaming won't work. Hey, Billy Bench Press. Here is my conundrum, and I need your help and maybe the help of the lovely Nia on how to handle a situation with my wife. My wife has been really down lately about her weight. She's probably put on 20 pounds in the past 2 years and is having trouble getting rid of it. Before Nia jumps all over me. Geez, Nia has a rep now, huh, for jumping all over people. Let me state that not once have I made this an issue, and I tell her all the time she's beautiful. All right. Her weight gain has not bothered me in the slightest, as I barely noticed it. The problem is it has killed her attitude and has been the subject/starting point for many fights. I get blamed for not helping her, even though I cook all healthy meals each day. And when I call her out for not going to the gym enough or eating the wrong shit, she flips out. I try to stay as positive as I can, but I can only take the verbal beating for so much more before I snap back and tell her to stop blaming me for her issues. Any idea how I can handle this situation? Not sure who I should turn to, but since she is a Gemini, I thought you were the man for the job. Thanks for everything, and go fuck yourself. All right, this is what I would do. I would go out to your local CVS, or even that, maybe a card store where you can write something original, all right? And get something nice and loving on the cover, and then you write from your heart how much you love her on the inside, all right? Something really quick. And then you have an attached note. And in the note, you basically, in a calm, positive way, express the fact that you're worried about her and you really want, and it kills you that she's not happy, and you love her, so when she's not happy, you're not happy, and you want to help. And you feel like basically where she's at, what you told me, where she's at right now mentally is preventing you from helping her. And that you don't want to fight. And this is the bottom line, dude. It's only 20 pounds. I mean, that's a fucking joke. You know? She can get that off. She just, and obviously she wants to. She sounds like a really strong person, and most people who are strong, their Achilles heel is the fact that they can't, if they've been strong their whole life, when there's a sign of weakness is shown, they get super insecure and super defensive. And there's nothing out there that is going to show you a weakness or a flaw quicker than putting on weight, because it's not like, okay, this social issue that only comes up in a certain thing. It's what you look like when you walk around. And I'm sure most of the world is not even noticing or whatever, but to her, she sees it constantly. So it's beyond just a pound thing. It's a mental fucking weight on her head. So I would try to, in a positive way, open the doors to some new line of communication. And you really have to extra be on your game, because she might lash out at you. Even if she's receptive to this, she might go back to the other thing, and it's going to be really hard. But what you have to do, considering she's losing her cool, is you have to stay extra cool to kind of balance it out, and just sit there and let her yell at you and say all type of stuff. And if you just sit there and you say nothing, okay, and you just let her go, and you're just sitting there and you wait for her to finish, and you just, rather than taking what she's saying personally, you analyze it and just be like, okay, right, that's another example. I'm not trying to nitpick, but that's another example right there where I'm trying to help you and I need you to stay calm, blah, 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 blah. You're not feeding the fire, and it kind of hopefully will just burn itself out. And fortunately, she's a woman. So I think she's going to be way more receptive to this line of attack, because it's socially acceptable for a woman to be weak or admit to weaknesses, where a guy, we're supposed to be fucking John Wayne, eating steaks a whole life, sitting there with the fucking head wound going, it doesn't hurt, So that's what I would do. I would really, and then I'm not saying that you just have to sit there like a bitch either. Like, there will be times where you just have to sit up and just say, listen, You're saying a bunch of mean things to me right now, which is going to possibly cause me to say mean things back to you, which I don't want to do. So I'm going to go for a walk. And when you calm down, I would love to sit down this because I'm going to help you through this. All right? And just, walk out as she's screaming and yelling at you and just go for a walk. Just go for a fucking walk. Give her a good fucking 2 hours to calm down and then just come back and sit down, and I wouldn't even bring it up. And I'd wait for her to bring it up. And then just let her say her shit. And I if you just keep doing that, I think hopefully that'll get you to where you want to be. I don't fucking know. But I definitely wouldn't do the fat shaming thing that I do in this case scenario.